Complex adaptive systems, as the name suggests, are complex and adaptive. They have several key characteristics that set them apart from other types of systems. Let's explore these characteristics in more detail. Complex adaptive systems are made up of many parts, or agents, that interact with each other. These interactions can be simple or complex, and they can occur on many different scales, levels. Think of a bustling city. It's made up of many parts: people, buildings, cars, roads, parks, and so on. All these parts are interconnected and interact with each other in various ways. In complex adaptive systems, interactions between parts often lead to nonlinear outcomes. This means that a small change in one part of the system can lead to large and unpredictable changes in the system as a whole. This is often referred to as the butterfly effect. Imagine you're at a party and you start a rumor. You whisper it to one person, who then whispers it to another, and so on. The rumor, which started as a small change, can lead to big and unpredictable outcomes. Maybe it reaches the person it's about, or maybe it changes and grows as it spreads. Complex adaptive systems exhibit a property known as emergence. This means that the behavior of the system as a whole emerges from the interactions between its parts. The whole is more than the sum of its parts. Consider a flock of birds. Each bird is just following simple rules, like staying close to its neighbors. But when you look at the flock as a whole, you see complex patterns and behaviors emerge, like the beautiful, swirling shapes they make in the sky. Complex adaptive systems are capable of learning and adapting. They can change their behavior in response to changes in their environment. This adaptation can occur at the level of individual parts or at the level of the system as a whole. Think about a forest recovering after a fire. The trees that are best adapted to survive fire start to grow back, and the forest slowly changes and adapts to the new conditions. Complex adaptive systems are capable of self-organization. This means that order and structure can emerge spontaneously, without any central control or direction. Imagine a group of kids playing football without a coach. They might start out in chaos, but soon they'll start to organize themselves into positions and roles, without anyone telling them what to do. In complex adaptive systems, the parts of the system co-evolve with each other and with their environment. This means that as one part of the system changes, it can cause other parts of the system to change as well. Consider a bee and a flower. The bee needs the flower for nectar, and the flower needs the bee for pollination. Over time, they've both changed. The bee has evolved to be better at finding and collecting nectar, and the flower has evolved to be more attractive to bees. These examples show that complex adaptive systems are a fundamental part of our world. Understanding them can help us make sense of everything from the behavior of a crowd to the growth of a forest.